New York experienced a near 9/11 deja vu when a helicopter crash landed on the roof of a 54-story building in Manhattan. The crash sparked a fire and killed the pilot of the chopper. The helicopter had taken off from a heliport at the 34th Street. There was moderate to heavy rain in the city at the time of the crash. Authorities said that the pilot was waiting for the weather to clear, but for some reason decided to take off anyway. The chopper crashed 11 minutes into its flight. The helicopter was a Bell 407. The New York City Fire Department had received a call about the crash around 1:45 p.m. local time. The eyewitnesses described the accident as a 9/11 rerun.
It's like a big vibration. It just crashed to the building. So they want everybody to evacuate the building. It was very scary that everybody had to run out. They thought it was like 9/11.
New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio said that there was no indication of the crash being an act of terror.
We had a very strange and a very troubling incident this afternoon here in Manhattan. Helicopter crashed into a building here. I want to say the most important thing first. There is no indication at this time that this was an act of terror. And there is no ongoing threat to New York City based on all the information we have right now.
Blasio added that the cause of the accident is not known. U.S. President Donald Trump lauded that New York authorities for their quick response.
I spoke with Governor Cuomo and about the helicopter accident in New York. We have a lot of our great folks over there working very closely with New York City, New York State. And it's a big tragedy that will be a report a little while as to what happened and why it happened. But a very sad event. The pilot was killed, as you know. But we'll have a full report on that soon. But the federal people are working with the city and state people, and they'll have a full report very soon. Thank you very much.
And speaking of aviation tragedies, Japan's Air Force has said that spatial disorientation could likely be the cause of one of its pilots to fly his F-35 stealth fighters into the Pacific Ocean. The Lockheed Martin jet disappeared from radar screens during an exercise on 9th of April. The 41-year-old pilot was killed in the incident. Japan's defense minister now believes that it is highly likely that the pilot was suffering from vertigo or spatial disorientation and wasn't aware of his condition. Japan's assessment comes as a relief for other countries that operate or plan to introduce the F-35 jet, including the United States, Britain and Australia. Japan will increase vertigo training for its pilots, check its remaining F-35s and meet residents living near the base before restarting flights. The Air Force has not been able to recover any intact data from flight data recorders to back up its assessment. Japan is planning to replace its older F-4s with the F-35s with a plan for a force of about 150.